Hey, good people. I'm just out here enjoying one of these last beautiful days in September. Seattle, Washington, those Olympic Mountains over there, Puget Sound. But today, I'm going to talk with you about questions. How important are questions? I mean, I think in life, questions are very, 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 very important. And to ask the right questions, big deal. I shot a video yesterday, or maybe it was a few days ago, about beliefs. And this guy asking, and I gave an example of asking a question like, how can I get that Bentley? How can I get that Bentley? Asking questions and how you ask them matters. So if your idea is, hey, I want to get wealthy, well, first of all, what do you mean by wealthy? Well, like lots of money. Okay, well, how much money? Hear these questions? They matter, and you need to ask yourself them if you actually want to have these results happen. Because whatever you're having in your life, you've asked questions in order to get you there. You have. How can I get wealthy? Well, let those answers come to your head. First of all, like I said, well, what do you mean by wealthy? Well, okay, I want to have 8 properties, all at least 4 bedrooms in upper middle class areas in 8 different cities across the United States of America: Seattle, San Diego, Phoenix, Miami, New York, Minneapolis, Chicago, Denver, Nashville. I think that's 8. So I was like, oh, that's interesting. That's very specific. Those are some good answers. Very specific. And the more specific you get, the more answers you get, the more results you get. Okay, I want to be wealthy. Okay, how much money do you need to earn profit a year after taxes for you to consider yourself wealthy? $1 million. Okay. Now, how can you do that? I don't know. Yeah, that's the truth. But the point is, if you don't know, if you don't have a real good idea off the top of your head, just keep thinking about it. Just keep asking yourself that question. And answers will come to you. They may come to you while you're watching The Real Housewives of wherever eating a sandwich. For some reason, the answer might come to you, seriously. But be ready. And when it comes to you, do something immediately that moves you in that direction. Like $1 million a year. I don't know. And then the idea pops in your head. Oh, I could help 100 people a year that would pay me $10,000. 100 people that would pay me $10,000 a year. Oh, okay. Well, who are these 100 people? How can I help them? What can I provide them that is worth $10,000 a year? Really, it's probably got to be worth more than $10,000 a year. But that's worth $10,000 a year. Now that sounds more doable, doesn't it? I mean, you may have skirmishes in your stomach about, no one's going to pay me $10,000. Well, that goes back to beliefs. And if you don't have the belief that you're worth someone paying you $10,000, then yeah, it's going to be challenging at first, but then there it is, identified. Oh, I have to work on that one. I am worth $10,000 a year. I can have 100 people pay me $10,000 a year, and you need to keep saying that and establish that belief in your mind and come up with reasons why that's true to support that belief. Because the beliefs that you have now, they're all supported by other ideas that you've come up with to literally support them and build the infrastructure for them. A belief is a structure. It's like a building. A building, at the top it may say, I am wealthy. But all the stuff underneath it that built that belief up to the top, it's like a a flag on top of a building. The flag on top of the building says, I am wealthy. I earn over $1 million profit every year. But it's all those bricks and studs and nails and floors and foundation that built up to that. And that's the support system of your belief structure. Anyways, so question, what could you do? I've told you I do one of my businesses, I do lead generation. Actually, I do that for several different types of businesses, and I usually work with small businesses. And I help a lot of people, but if all I do is help 100 people and charge them $10,000 a year, but because of the leads I'm sending them and the business I'm generating for them, it makes them $100,000 a year, do you think they have many qualms about handing me 10 grand so that I can hand them back 100? No. They're excited. And if they lost me, they'd be terrified to lose me. They'd pay way more than that. And it's just as simple as that. Working with 100 people that pay you $10,000 a year. Because right now, you may be working for a company that pays you, I'm sure they pay you more than $10,000 a year, but they get all your attention. And you're worth more than that. But you have to figure out how to help more people, because that's how you generate wealth. By the service you provide to people. And you don't have to personally provide it. Like my lead generation businesses, I'm pretty savvy at internet marketing. So I just set up certain things to make sure that leads are constantly going to these businesses, and they split the profits with me. We split the profits, in other words. Usually what I do. But for some, depending on the business or the structure, I'll just charge $1,000 a month. And so they're paying me $12,000 a year. Well worth it. For all of us. We all win there, seriously. But that's how you could get wealthy. And $1 million isn't wealthy. But I just say that to let you know it's just a matter of math and asking questions and allowing yourself to see answers. And then you need to take action. You need to move in that direction. You need to physically and mentally and spiritually move in that direction. Yeah. I like that. All those ways. And make sure that you're doing any of them. Anything is better than nothing. If you're just sitting around thinking, well, what if this doesn't work? Or what if that doesn't work? Or I can't do that. Or I can't do this. And I just need to finish out the year at this job, and after the holidays, then I'll look into that, or I'll take action, or I'll do it, a New Year's resolution. That's bullshit. It's bullshit. Do it now. Just do it now. Do it now. You can't see the whole road in front of you. The road is long. You can only see a little bit. Just do it. And more answers, well, you'll ask more questions the further down the road you go, and you'll get more answers, and you'll keep going in the direction. You'll make some mistakes, but from those mistakes, you'll learn how to be better. And actually, if I just tell you what to do, you're not really going to understand why. But making the mistakes, boy, howdy, do you understand why. I've done plenty of things, as I'm sure you have, that experienced people told me not to do. But it's the experimenter in us. We have to try it for ourselves often, and that's fine. Just be ready for anything. You've never arrived. You'll never arrive. I want to be a millionaire. I want to make $1 million a year. Well, when you make $1 million a year, you're going to want to make 5 after that, and then 10, and then 100, and then 1 billion. It's just going to keep going. That's fine. The other thing I want to mention is saying thank you. Every one of us, it's very, very, very important to say thank you for everything that we have. I mean, right now, I'm sitting here staring at this beautiful view of Puget Sound and the Olympic Mountains on a 70-degree day, sitting in my nice air-conditioned car, and I'm going to go on a walk, and my brand new iPhone 7, It's matte black. I'm so glad it's just all matte black instead of that silver. But again, who cares? That's such a small thing. But I'm so thankful that I have all this, and I have the Bluetooth that connects with my phone, and it's just a wonderful life. And it can always get better. It can always get better. You'll never arrive. And when you'll reach goals, but once you get there, it'll be cool for a minute, and then you'll think of other goals. And if you're constantly on that hunt for fulfillment and arriving, then it's a hamster on a wheel, because you'll never get there. You're already there right now, and you always have been. You just need to say thank you and recognize and appreciate the awesomeness that's around you. I don't care what your situation is. I do not care. There is no exception to this. There isn't. Yeah, there are good things in our life, and there are not so good things. Every one of us, and that's the way it will always be. And in my opinion, they'll always be in perfectly equal amounts. But ask questions. If you don't like some things, ask, well, how would I want it to be different? What do I want? How can I do that? Not, how can I do that? How could I do that? I want this. How could I do that? Okay, who can I speak to? What can I do? Do anything. Do anything. Every day, do something that moves you in the direction of what you really want. Ask questions about what you can do, how you can do, how you can have, how you can be. Ask them. And pay attention to your answers and your thoughts. Pay attention. And of course, remember your beliefs. All right. Cheers. God, it's so beautiful out. Look at this. Walking their dogs. Cheers.